the arm as Mischief trying to bridge up to relieve the pressure on that arm. Trying to make sure that her shoulders are not flat against the canvas as well. Great deal of respect for one another. Daisy Hayes and Mischief. Is because of that respect that they have that Mischief granted Daisy Hayes this opportunity after being on the sidelines for 2 DVDs to give her that title shot. Daisy's promised the fans here in Berwyn, Illinois that she would return here on Volume 21. Near fall right there for Daisy. Still controlling the arm of Mischief. And she made good on her promise. She's back in action. She said that Volume 21 is going to be her volume. And that she's going to do it a second time here in Shimmer action and defeat Mischief once again, this time for the belt. Controlling the arm, holding onto that wrist lock on Mischief is Daisy Hayes. There's been in her fair share of main events. She won the main event of the very first Shimmer DVD release, defeating Lacey to win the main event of Volume 1. Had such an outstanding series of matches against wrestlers like Rebecca Knox and Dark Angel Sarah Stock, who's currently on the sidelines with an injury of her own, broke her arm in competition down in Mexico for the CMLL promotion. Daisy Hayes with a quick cover. Really near fall though, trying to keep control of the head of Mischief here. We hope to see Sarah Stock back in action very soon as she is healthy and able to compete once again inside the Shimmer ring. Pinning predicament right there. Again, only a near fall though. Daisy on top once again. Again, only a near fall. Just battling for positioning right there as Daisy Hayes comes up controlling both arms of the Shimmer champion.
Ask her again, Bryce.
Daisy Hayes, a great technical wrestler. She can fly as well. Mischief, a very resilient wrestler herself. She's been able to take to the air, dives off the top rope to the floor, wiping out her opponents on several occasions. Great at submission wrestling as well. But it was the Desecrator that earned Mischief the Shimmer Championship in the main event of Volume 18 against Sarah Del Rey. And she has successfully defended that championship on 2 occasions thus far here in Shimmer, against the Latina sensation Mercedes Martinez, against Jetta, as well an FIP competition against Rain. This Mischief's 4th defense of the Shimmer Championship. Shoulder block takes her down, and once again, Daisy Hayes tries to sweep the legs of Mischief. She steps over. Hip toss by Daisy Hayes takes Mischief off her feet. She's back up, the victim of the arm drag from Daisy Hayes. Drop toe hold by Daisy, controlling the legs of Mischief and into the side headlock. Daisy Hayes coming up on the better end of that exchange right there. The challenger in control. These 2 women have 60 minutes to play with if they need it. We've seen lengthy contests out of both women, particularly Daisy Hayes. That 2 out of 3 falls match against Rebecca Knox back on Volume 5 of the Shimmer DVD series. Head scissors applied by Mischief. You'll notice she has 2 knee braces now. Headstand by Daisy. Into the headlock. And then was able to escape from that head scissors, that vice-like grip with the legs of Mischief. Gotta think it's a little bit more difficult to escape a head scissors with those 2 knee braces on the legs of Mischief. She's returning to action just in the past couple of weeks from a torn ACL. Back in ring shape, back defending the Shimmer Championship. Was able to get past Rain down in Florida for FIP to retain that championship. The knee is good. And she's in fighting shape here tonight. Sweeps the legs of Daisy Hayes. Pinning predicament. She escapes. Sweeps the legs of Mischief. Daisy on top. And they're at a stalemate. Again, due to the fact that these 2 women know each other so very well, they trained together, they've wrestled one another on so many occasions for so many different organizations around the country. They almost can anticipate what their opponent is going to go for before she even gets the opportunity to do so. And during that matchup on Volume 14, we saw just how well they know one another and each other's arsenal of maneuvers during the course of that matchup that they decided to basically battle one another with each other's own signature holds. We saw Daizee Haze utilize the code green that Mischief is known for putting to use during the course of that matchup. We saw Mischief use the heart punch on Daizee Haze. Peace from Daizee Haze. Love a combination from Daizee Haze, the purple haze, but hey, Mischief is right behind her. Overhand chop from Mischief and a boot to the head of Daizee Haze to follow up. Again, she knows her so well. She knew that combination in the corner from Daizee Haze and was able to follow Daizee as she went to come charging in. And Mischief was one step ahead of the challenger, and right now, right in the dead center of the ring, she's got her all tied up, has the arm trapped as well as the leg, stretching the back of Daizee Haze. But Daizee able to roll the shoulders of Mischief against the canvas for a near fall right there. And it was the back of Daizee Haze that was injured. It was actually during training at the ROH Wrestling Academy, where Daizee Haze is the head trainer of the women's division, the Shimmer School, at the ROH Wrestling Academy. It was during training that she actually suffered that injury to her back that put her on the sidelines for volumes 19 and 20, and now Mischief realizing that that is the weakness in Daizee Haze, focusing on the back, a very inventive submission hold cinched in right here from Mischief, as Daisy's own arm around her throat, with the other arm in hammerlock position stretching the back of Daizee Haze as well. And after doing that damage, softening her up, got Daizee into a pinning predicament as well. Mischief effectively utilizing both submission wrestling as well as going for the pinfall right there. And these fans here in Berwyn a little split. We have supporters for Mischief and supporters of the Haze as well, voicing their support for their chosen wrestler. Vertical suplex from Mischief, rolls all the way back and firing away on Daizee Haze. Draws a warning from referee Bryce Remsburg about the closed fist. She has the hands open. Sunset flip by Daizee. Only two. Overhand chop from Mischief. And the standing moonsault to follow up. But Daizee able to kick out. We've seen how much punishment Daizee Haze can withstand during the course of a professional wrestling match on so many occasions in the past. A matchup against Amazing Kong back on Volume 10. Despite the incredible difference in size between those two wrestlers, she kept fighting against a wrestler the size and the stature of an Amazing Kong during that matchup. As they exchange positioning down on the canvas, both women getting near falls right there on that exchange, as now Daizee with the legs of Mischief. Back in a standing position is Daizee Haze, trying to fold Mischief in half. And that is one of Mischief's own signature holds being used against her right here by Daizee. She calls it the Gates of Hell too. But Mischief able to free herself from that position. Forearm strike levels Daizee Haze, takes her off her feet. Pulling Daizee away from the ropes, back to the center of the ring. And now Mischief. Oh, right in the trap of Daizee Haze though, has hold of the arms of Mischief. Legs placed right into the back. A whole lot of pressure put on the back, as well as the arms of Mischief in this position by Daizee Haze. Mischief all the way back she goes, controlling the arms of Daizee Haze. And now Mischief puts the very same hold on Daizee Haze herself. An excellent counter out of the hold and maneuvering her opponent into the very same move. And now it's Daizee Haze in a world of pain and driven face first into the canvas. Cover. Daizee with the shoulder up.